We here at the Movie Ticket Radio podcast salute all the YouTubers who do all their videos because, you know, I found out this is a lot of work. Hi, I'm J.R. Russ, and we're posting our podcasts here now just for more people to find and hear them. But, you know, John Landecker and I are pretty much radio guys. In fact, folks have said that we have faces for radio. That means no pictures, no video, no graphics, just this. So sit back and enjoy the oral experience, spelled A-U-R-A-L. That means sound, not what you're probably thinking.
Movie Ticket Radio.
And welcome to the Movie Ticket Radio podcast. Yes, that's our official name, and thank you for joining. I am your host, J.R. Russ, with
your friendly co-host, John Records Landecker.
Yes, career broadcasters, and he's Mr. Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we have the Movie Ticket radio station that you can go to at movieticket.radio.com and hear the hits you hear in movies. And this here is a podcast where we're talking about the movies, and we're actually playing a few clips of music. Not the biggest hits, because you know what they sound like, but ones that are more obscure, which our legal department tells us we can do under the fair use doctrine, which means that we're kind of instructing or teaching about these songs. So you're learning about them perhaps for the first time. So enjoy those musical interludes as we talk about the songs you hear in movies. And John, what are we talking about today?
We're jamming in space, JR. Space Jam and Space Jam 2 and who knows how many other jams.
Yeah, well, that's very trendy right now, is that new Space Jam movie. So I have a limited listing of the songs in here, but we'll try to get through them as we can.
Okay.
Its actual title is Space Jam: A New Legacy. So we'll move on to that. But let's go back to 1996, shall we? Back into time.
Okay.
And
yes, indeed.
We'll start out with a Steve Miller song, Fly Like an Eagle.
You remember that in the deepest reaches of space, a sinister force is preparing an invasion, and all that stands between the end of the world, well, no, wait a minute. And all that stands between the world and disaster is a rabbit, a duck, and a bull. Of course, the bull being Michael Jordan.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
And just added into that is a lab.
A who?
We have a black lab in the studio today. And he's
I thought, what are you? That's okay.
Time out. Lance, sit.
Hey, Lance, who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Stay down. Okay, just stay there. You only have to stay about 12 minutes. We'll be done with this crap.
I was at a funeral the other day, and the deceased's dog, Atticus, was brought to the funeral by a very good friend who got up to make a comment at the end, and Atticus started eating the flowers off the casket.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
That's great.
They got ended with a laugh. That's good.
Yep.
So, of course, if you go into space, you've got to fly like an eagle.
You sure do, and that requires the Steve Miller Band.
Although, to really help you make it all the way, you need Seal to sing it.
Ah, yes, Seal.
Why they did that, I don't know. They didn't use Steve Miller, but that's okay. It was a good, it worked out. Then that's the way, I like it, I believe.
Yeah.
Harry Wayne Casey, right? That's Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Sure is.
And Roger Finch. But this was done by the Spin Doctors, featuring Biz Markie.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Probably the biggest hit from that movie was R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly.
Performed by R. Kelly.
Yeah, that was a big hit for that movie. Mm-hmm. And For You I Will, a song written by Diane Warren, David Foster produced that, and it was done by, I think it's Monica.
Well, if Diane Warren wrote it and David Foster produced it, it's probably pretty good, but I'm not familiar with it.
You want to hear it? We got our house bands with us today.
That's all right.
All right. Just chill, Mr. G. Well, there's got to be something around you'll want to hear. How about Hit 'Em High, the Monstars anthem? That was written by Be Real, Busta Rhymes, Coolio, LL Cool J, Method Man, and Pokin' Tone, for God's sakes.
My goodness. Okay, let it rip.
Okay, Google, play Hit 'Em High by Be Real.
Playing Space Jam Hit 'Em High.
But first... Oh, it's a video. Okay, rockin' tune. Okay, Google, stop. It's recording everything.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Okay, Google, stop. I love rap so much.
I know you do.
And then Upside Down.
Round and round.
And I guess that's the
Diana Ross
song? Yeah, maybe. Bernard
Maybe.
Edwards, Nile Rodgers, Cheryl Salt James, and Peppa as Sandra Peppa Denton.
Performed by Salt and Peppa.
Yes. Are you familiar with the comedian John Mulaney?
I am.
How about his Salt and Peppa thing?
Not about that, though.
He was a writer on Saturday Night Live, and Patrick Stewart, Jean-Luc Picard, was the guest host, and Salt and Peppa was the musical performer. And he said when it came time for the introduction, they come back from a commercial, and Stewart goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Salt and Peppa." And he said he did it in a way that we would think that he would be saying, "Ladies and gentlemen," wait a minute, Patrick. They're not both here. We just have Salt. And so then he just has to introduce Salt and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Salt." And then at the last moment, Pepper bursts through the door and he goes, "And Pepper." So that's my Salt and Pepper joke. And then I always thought it was Keith Sweat that said, "Gonna make you sweat. Everybody dance now," but that's
CNC Music Factory.
yeah, Robert Chiviles and Freedom Williams, writer of that pretty big song. Everybody dance now.
Huge record.
Then I turned to you, another Diane Warren song with Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, producers who really helped make Janet Jackson a big star. All 4-1, the number 4. And you know, when it has a number in there replacing a word, you know it's got to be cool.
Yeah.
And then Pump Up the Jibs by Tektronic.
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it.
Yeah, and there was like a W in there.
That was a big hit.
Yeah,
that was a big hit.
Manuela Camosi and Thomas DeQuincy. Mm-hmm. Then, of course, the song Space Jam, performed by the Quad City DJs, who are J. Ski McGowan and Nathaniel Orange and V. Bryant. You wouldn't think they would be the Quad City DJs, but they are. Quad Cities being...
4 cities?
Yeah.
No.
Of...
Iowa? No.
Yeah. Davenport,
yeah.
Moline, Illinois, and 2 other cities that I don't recall. But Quad
do
Cities.
not know it.
WHBF. Yeah. I remember that from Jingle Collection years and years ago. WHBF. HBF Quad Cities. Davenport, Moline, Rock Island, and then there's a 4th one. So I got 3 out of 4. Ain't bad. And a song I heard you recently play on your big-time hot rocket flame-throwing talk show on WGN in Chicago, Basketball Jones.
Now, everybody knows that that's Cheech and Chong, but in this particular movie, it was performed by Barry White and Chris Rock.
Yeah. One of my favorite jokes of yours was you were talking about you had a Basketball Jones when that song came out, and you said, "My record is like a record to me. My microphone is like a microphone to me. My Regis is like a Regis to me."
I said that?
Yes, which these days means absolutely nothing, but I knew who Regis Toomey was. Such an old reference, but man, that was pretty damn funny. A Regis Toomey. I liked it.
Thank you.
Wild. Let's go Wild with Ice House. And I think their big song was Electric Blue. Ice House is an Australian band. Mm-hmm. And Ivor Davies and Bob Kretschmer, writer there. And a song heard in Pulp Fiction, Miseraloo.
This is a great instrumental by Dick Dale and his Deltones.
Yeah, Fred Wise, Milton Leeds, Bob Russell, and Nicholas Rubinis. Great instrumental that you'll hear. And it'll probably pop up in some other movies, too. That's kind of the interesting thing about Movie Ticket Radio is that some of the songs you hear in movies might be in many movies.
Yes, absolutely.
And then we've got a song performed by D'Angelo. I guess, I don't know if that's his first name or his last name, but he found his smile again.
Good for him.
Yeah. He wrote and produced that. And then the well-known seventh inning stretch song, especially on the north side of Chicago.
Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
And I never knew that Jack Norworth and Albert von Tilzer wrote it. I don't know who performed it in the movie, but it's in there.
It's not Harry Carey.
I don't think so. Hey, Bugs!
Hey! All right, everybody!
Maybe it was, because Michael Jordan played for the Bulls, so maybe it was. So we've got Given You All That I've Got. Robin S. and Todd Terry wrote that. Robin S. And What's Up, Doc? Written by Carl W. Stalling. Do you know that song? Do you know that was an actual song?
I did not.
Okay, Google, play What's Up, Doc?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Bugs Bunny. A Bugs Bunny. What's Up, Doc? On YouTube Music.
Okay, Google, play the song What's Up, Doc by Bugs Bunny.
That's not the...
What's Up, Doc? By Bugs Bunny. Sure. Playing on YouTube Music.
Hey, you man of little belief. Hey, that's our theme song. Okay, Google, stop. That's way too much. Hey, it was like, what's up, Doc? What's cooking? What's up, Doc? But Google doesn't know that.
No, I guess not.
No. And I believe this is the intro to Warner Brothers. Merrily We Roll Along.
Oh, Merrily We Roll Along, yeah. Yep. Hey!
Eddie Cantor, big crooner from the 40s. Murray Mencher and Charles Tobia. Then 2 Unlimited. Again, another very cool group with the number 2 Unlimited. Get Ready for This. Not to be confused with Y'all Ready for This. Mm-hmm. Jean-Paul DeCoster, Phil Wilde, and Simon Harris, writers are there. And also, do you know this one? The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down.
Do not know that.
You know it. You love it. Dave Franklin and Cliff Brend wrote it. And pardon me for singing, but I'll sing it. The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's the Looney Tunes theme.
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't, yes, okay, sure, I know that Looney Tunes theme. You bet.
Let's hear it. Let's see what version it comes up with. That was the other one.
That's Merrily We Go. Oh.
That was, Merrily We Roll Along. Merrily We Roll Along.
Merrily We Go Down. Merrily Go Round Broke Down.
The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down, yeah. Okay, yeah. Google, play The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down.
Playing 1937 Hits Archive. The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down. Eddie Duckin, Lou Sherwood, vocal.
Okay, Google, stop. And I've heard words to that, too, but that's...
I like it.
Yeah. It's got the old RCA Victor with Nipper with his ear next to it, listening for his master's voice into the speaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then one more that they included in here that I just thought I'd include is the Barber of Seville Overture, written by Gioacchino Rossini. And that, of course, because they put a lot of classical music in the Warner Brothers cartoons.
Yes, they did.
And that's how a lot of people knew those songs as they grew up. They can't name them, but they'll just go, what's that song? And the Merry-Go-Round Broke Down? No, it's the Bugs Bunny theme. Yeah. In fact, I think I saw a quiz show where the music they played was The Ride of the Valkyries. And somebody answered the question, and the name of it was Kill the Wabbit? Kill the Wabbit, kill the Wabbit, kill the Wabbit. So that concludes the songs in Space Jam from 1996. And Dare We Go, where no other podcast has gone and examined some of the songs in Space Jam: A New Legacy out this year.
Dare we? Not very many. I mean, we don't have a full list.
Okay, well, let's go with what we got. Space Jam: A New Legacy by a Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin. And then Control the World featuring Lil Wayne by 24K Golden. Game Time by a Lil Tecca and Amini. There's a lot of Lil people.
I guess so.
Very small. Well, remember, there are only small parts, not small people.
Very well put. Very well put.
Small actors. About That Time by Dame Dola and G-Eazy and P-Lo and White Dave.
Okay.
And then About That Time by MVP. So those are the songs, and I guess, I mean, we always talk about the hits you hear in movies, and I don't know any of these to be bona fide hits.
Well, as you told me before we started doing the podcast, that they animated LeBron James in the second Space Jam, which is ridiculous, because the whole idea of the original one was that you had the three-dimensional real human being Michael Jordan interacting with animated characters. And so to animate the basketball player sort of defeats the whole original premise of the film.
They did have live action LeBron James in the beginning, and he gets hit with a ray gun or something and turns into a cartoon. And he's very small and shrunken, but then he stretches himself out and he's tall. And he goes through some kind of time warp shape shift thing and does come back as live action LeBron James with the animated characters later. And and there was some other stuff in there that I saw, but the reviews are not good. But it'll go direct to video, and whatever Warner Brothers channel is feeding, the kids will watch that and they'll like it, and they'll have their fancy dancing music with little people on there. Oh, I missed. Here's one that I think is a bona fide hit. "Crowd Go Crazy" by John Legend and done by the Jonas Brothers.
There's some big names there.
Yeah. So I guess that's about the biggest one there. But interesting stuff. And as we get more, we might revisit this if a full actual soundtrack comes out. But for right now, hey, let's just do it and, create a little buzz and see what happens. But that's Space Jam and Space Jam 2, as we're going to be calling it now, the new legacy. And that's your Movie Ticket Radio podcast for this time around.
Very good.
And John, next time around, I think you'll be excited to present Deadpool 1 and 2.
I am.
So we invite your questions, your comments, curses, whatever. We have thick skin. We can handle it. Now, anything but bomb threats. And send it to movieticketradio@gmail.com. And also listen to Movie Ticket Radio, where you can hear the hits you hear in movies. And you can also link to the podcast right there, or find the podcast any place else that you listen to podcasts. And if you're listening now, you've already found it, so why am I wasting my breath?
Right. You can, and also like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe. Yep. We have to tell people to do that. We don't know how to do that, but people who are listening now probably know. And I've been told that's the way to make it go viral. So here we go.
Those are the words you use.
Yes, like and subscribe. So thank you for liking and subscribing and listening. And if you got this far, God bless you.
Thank you, one and all.
I'm J.R. Russ with
John Landecker.
Space Jam it, baby.
Movie Ticket Radio.